then a man like me comes out and speaks out and owns up to my responsibility proudly as a man, and people are coming out to judge me. Shame on all of you. Shame on you. You have no right. No right whatsoever.
Away, my country people, it don't happen again. Don't settle. It is not a small something. Una not see the way the man they talk for media. Wahala not too much. My country people, it don't happen again. Don't set. Yul Edochie don't finally come outside though. He say now we online in-laws now they make way be say may Edochie no green accept in polygamy lifestyle. My people, now online in-laws come they ask Yul Edochie say, come on, now we did there when you go the sign statutory marriage. Where we there? We wearing there. Where we wearing where? My country people, it's not a small something, no. Make una come see Yul Edochie the dragon. Forget about the grammatic. Listen to what they talk about. Hey, it don't happen again, it don't set. My people, we all know that Yul Edochie has tried a lot of techniques to get this beautiful damsel, this beautiful Queen May Edochie to accept his polygamy lifestyle, which is not working. You know, we have been emphasizing on this very matter. You guys can see that Yul has used a lot of tricks to see how he can, convince May into accepting polygamy. We weren't there when Yul accepted to marry May statutorily, okay? Because if he wanted polygamy from the onset, I guess Yul would have just married May, like traditionally, the way those greedy men do it. They'll just marry traditionally, and then before you know, boom, side chick don't enter house. Wahala not too much. While there are also other men who will marry you traditionally and then continue with you traditionally. You'll just be the only wife. They will not marry any other woman on top of you. Yes, don't be carried away. It happens, okay? Marrying statutorily doesn't really mean that your marriage is kind of safe, but it secures you from all this type of embarrassment, like the one that Judy Austin and her cohorts wanted to give to me. Okay, it will save you from that, but that doesn't guarantee you that you're going to be in that marriage forever. Oh no, because some men are very, very greedy. They can decide to want to go into another marriage and then, quit the one with you and then continue. That makes sense a bit, but it's not like we are happy. Sadly, it makes sense when the man do a thing like that. Not like what Yul Edochie is trying to project into May. That's what we are not understanding and not getting it, and allowing Judy Austin, that is a wife of Mr. Obasi, to kind of come to the media trying to dethrone May Edochie is one thing online in-laws are not finding funny. And if Yul Edochie is the face of a lot of people, as in the face of Nigerians, because you act movies and you want us to watch your movies, and we want to understand, you teach us things that is right and the ones that isn't right. We have not seen you coming to the media to condemn your first wife, which is May Edochie. From the onset, you beginning to make us understand that your marriage is rosy, though we understand the fact that one cannot really predict your lives outside camera. But you came out and you made us understand that you are happy in your marriage. May has always been there. You call her the love of your life, your sugar pepper, all of those things. And then boom, all of a sudden we start to see all this type of thing on the April last year. It makes no sense. So when online in-laws are talking, it's because they expected more from you. So now coming out to talk to online in-laws, telling them that you own to your responsibilities, you own up to your responsibility as a man. As a man, you don't go for another man's wife. Yes. As a man, you don't betray your marriage of 18 years. As a man, you don't allow side hand to give your wife woto on social media. And you are a Nollywood actor who always come out to preach love to the world. And then we sing contrary, and you expect online in-laws not to talk about it. Like seriously, online in-laws will give you woto. And now you kind of trying to project this whole thing on online in-laws, saying that they are the reason why May has refused to accept your polygamy lifestyle, which is a fat lie because you are the person who personally married this woman in court, as in statutorily. And that makes it monogamy. and you cannot project polygamy on the woman. Okay, so if you could come to the internet to tell the world that you've gotten another wife when you know that you signed for monogamy, and then allowing the media to see how you allow your side hen, I still call her side hen, just because I want to protect you from not getting bigamy suit. That is if May hasn't sued you yet, because that's the only thing that is remaining, and that's the reason why you are out here to project this whole thing on online in-laws. This is what greedy people do. They tend to want to project every of their, every of the wrongs that they've done to someone. They will project it on somebody else. They want to make it look like you are the reasons why they acted that way. Now, Yul Edochie doesn't really have any reason to tell the world why he had to go for a second wife. He knows very well that this woman was married to somebody else. Judy Austin is married to Mr. Obasi. You joined Judy Austin to ruin that marriage, and then you took her out of her husband's house. We all know that Judy Austin is a desperate person, all right? But despite that fact, you did this to a fellow man like you. And now you then come back to want to force your wife, May Edochie, to accept your polygamy lifestyle. When the May Edochie we are talking about is a woman who knows her rights and worth when it comes to marriage. May Edochie already know what she signed for and what you signed for. Now you're making it sound to the world that you did not know what you signed for, or you thought that May doesn't know what she signed. Because as it stands now, with Yul Edochie, a lot of women who married statutorily are beginning to come out to express their own feelings. Like they never knew that statutory marriage can really prevent a man from getting a second wife. I was like, are you serious? So you don't know. Many of you tend to sign documents without reading it. You don't have time to read it. It's sad. Try to read before you sign any kind of documents. Okay. So my people, like this now, Yul Edochie is now trying to put the blames on online in-laws. Why? Because online in-laws, he was expecting online in-laws to kind of join him to cajole May into accepting polygamy. These things always happen in Nigeria, especially. They tend to, when a man do anything wrong, they tend to put the blames on the women. Okay, when your marriages works out, then it is the man that is putting effort to make it work. Then when the marriages break, then it is the woman who tend to break the marriage. And when a man gets a second wife, online in-laws and people of Nigeria, some of them tend to want to make it look like it is polygamy, but they've forgotten the fact that it is how you started the marriage that matters. When you are a polygamist, from the onset, you make your wife understand that I am a polygamist. When I get married to you today, it doesn't stop me from not getting married to another person. And you shouldn't sign statutory marriage if you know that you're going to be a polygamist, and you tell it to the woman, because if not, it looks like you use that person. Oh yes, they feel used. The women feel used because when you had nothing, they were there. Not like when you start to make money and then you go and bring one person that will come to see how they can dethrone the person who was there with you when you had nothing. It is sad. So don't come to try to project this whole thing on online in-laws, or because you've seen that all the techniques and tricks that you've used so far isn't working for you to get back May to the way you wanted her to be. No. Don't put it on online in-laws, because online in-laws, they were on their own jelly when you went out there you came out to the media and showed us that you've gotten yourself Mr. Obasi's wife. So now you have to own up to your responsibility as a man and then deal with this whole thing that is on the media. Online in-laws only asked for one thing, is either you sign the divorce paper and let May go, leave her to her peace, or you better send Mr. Obasi's wife back to Mr. Obasi. That is what online in-laws are saying. So because that is the reason why you see that everything you then put on the media today looks like a caricature. Online in-laws see whatever thing you put on the media today as if you're making no sense, as in it makes no sense to online in-laws. As we speak, I don't know about you guys, but if you go to Yul Edochie's platform to see the way online in-laws tend to comment in whatever reasonable thing he posts, you will read and you will see that it's kind of reasonable, but they will go to the comment section and they will just type when you go to the comment section, you'll be like, oh my God. Yes, because see, when you practice what you preach, you don't come to the media to tell us to love ourselves and then allow one side hen and her friend to then drag your own legitimate wife the way they like, and you expect online in-laws not to talk about it. You are a Nollywood actor who preaches love. You tend to tell online in-laws to love their neighbor the way they love themselves. You tell us every day, give a happy hand to your fellow human being, be there for your fellow human being, and then look at your wife. If not because of the online in-laws that you are trying to project this whole thing into now, if not because of online in-laws, we don't know where May would have been by now. It is online in-laws that boost May's self-esteem up. Online in-laws are the one that stood there to tell me you can do this. So don't project everything that is happening now on online in-laws. Just because you failed to make May come into your polygamy lifestyle, don't bring it to online in-laws. Try to go back to your wife. Remove Judy Austin, because at the moment, the only person that is losing now, it is you. Judy Austin also is getting it from the other way around. Her name now is rubbed in the mud. Oh yes. Then when you look at May Edochie, she is elevated because of all these things that you wanted to do to bring her down, thinking that your name can shut her up, but your name couldn't shut her up. Instead, your name elevated her. But when it comes to you, online in-laws no longer see relevancy in whatsoever thing you post or say to them. Why? Because you that is preaching it, you're doing contrary to what you preach. So until you do the right thing, online in-laws will be dragging you. Forget, don't come and project all these things on online in-laws. I'm just saying it the way it is. I know that many of you are speaking your minds. Okay, so this is what we have seen so far. I see it on your comment section. I see it everywhere. Anytime you upload anything that is even reasonable, online in-laws tend to not to listen to you. No matter how nice you write that quote, they don't want to listen to you because they are telling you to practice what you preach. Just because you're not able to cajole May now to fall into that trap that you have set for her, don't project this whole thing on online in-laws. My country people, I go leave them here. I don't know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Patience Blogs Official, on YouTube, and follow me on all my handles. I am Patience Blogs. I thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Una bye bye yo.